Documents, according to Sahara reporters, shows that a total of 6 billion naira was spent over 18 months on the rehabilitation of repentant Boko Haram members. According to the document, the funds were allocated for the disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration (DDR) of former insurgents. Between January and December and September 2024, 3.45 billion naira was spent out of a budgeted 3.46 billion naira, and a further 7.4 billion naira was earmarked for 2025. A separate review of the Borno State Budget Performance Document for the third quarter of 2025 shows that 2.6 billion naira was spent on repentant Boko Haram members between January and September, the first to third quarters of the year. The payments are listed under livelihood support for repentant Boko Haram members. The document states that 758.1 million naira out of the amount was disbursed between January and September alone. But despite Borno State spending on livelihood support for repentant members, attacks by the same sect have continued. In April, Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum warned that Boko Haram terrorists were regrouping in the Tumbus area of Lake Charge and the Mandara Hills, both within the Sambisa forest. Now that is all we're talking about today. You can call me Solo, you can call me Mr. Solo, you can call me Souls, you can call me Mr. Souls, but officially I am Solomon Offem. Welcome to Matters. Okay, if you're just tuning in, this is Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and the program is Matters with Solomon FM. Let me reintroduce what I'm talking about today in case you're just joining us. A review of Boko Haram, a review of Borno State budget, rather. A review of Borno State budget performance document that, according to Sahara reporters, shows that a total of 6 billion naira was spent over 18 months on the rehabilitation of repentant Boko Haram members. According to the document, the funds were allocated for the disarmament, the mobilization, and reintegration DDR of former insurgents. Between January and September 2024, 3.45 billion naira was spent out of a budgeted 3.46 billion naira, and a further 4.7 billion naira was earmarked for 2025. A separate review of the Borno State budget performance document for the third quarter of 2025 shows that 2.6 billion naira was spent on repentant Boko Haram members between January and September, the first to third quarters of the year. The payments are listed on the livelihood support for repentant Boko Haram members. The document stated that 758.1 million naira of that amount was disbursed between July and September alone. Earlier report quoted frontline Nigerian soldiers in Yobe and Borno who accused government-backed repentant insurgents of leaking critical military strategies, positions, and weapon details to their former commanders. The soldiers serving at multiple bases across the northeast described the policy of integrating repentant fighters into operations as a deadly mistake that continues to cost lives. One serviceman told reporters that the so-called repentant fighters routinely briefed terrorist leaders about Nigerian army movements and plans before major attacks. He added that the leagues had made many soldiers extremely vulnerable. According to the soldiers, the sabotage also extends to logistics and supplies. Despite Borno State spending on livelihood support for these repentant members, attacks by the same sect have continued. In April, Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum warned that Boko Haram terrorists were regrouping in the Tumbus area of Lake Charge and the Mandara Hills, both within the Sambisa forest. And joining me to help analyze this is Tunde Kolawole, as a legal practitioner and, of course, current affairs analyst. Barrister Kolawole, thank you very much for joining us on the matters today.
Thank you for having me, and a lovely afternoon to all the good people of Lagos, of Nigeria, and around the world who are listening to us.
So, once again, it is good to see you. Now, according to this report, 6 billion naira has been spent in 18 months for rehabilitation of a repentant Boko Haram. And this news is coming just hours after Riley Moore, a United States lawmaker and leader of the investigative committee set up by President Donald Trump over the killing of Christians in Nigeria, has accused the Nigerian government of failing to justify the extensive military assistance it received from Washington. Because despite all this, and military assistance is not just coming from the U.S. It's been coming from so many quarters, and still insecurity in Nigeria has continued unabated. And when you now hear stories like this, that 6 billion naira has been spent in over 18 months for rehabilitation of repentant Boko Haram members, you're beginning to wonder what is going on. Your reaction on this, sir?
Thank you. Well, let me quickly say that all the young people who are members of this Boko Haram sect and other Islamic fundamentalist groups and all that, our children, they are Nigerian children. They are not children that we should ordinarily abandon and what have you. That might be the perspective for which the Borno State government is looking at all these things.
Well,
but again, if you are going to... No, let me continue. I'm just laying the groundwork.
Okay, go ahead.
So, but the truth of the matter is that when you are raising up a child and then you don't apply both the carrot and the stick, the possibility that you might not get the right results with regards to raising of that child is very, very high. And you should also understand that sometimes one may be doing an honest job, but doing it in the wrong way. One may be the challenge that the Borno state government is facing with this regard to this Boko Haram repentant fighters rehabilitation. In that the cat is not being put before the earth. From the perspective of law, the first question we want to ask, were these various sums of money being spent on this Boko Haram rehabilitation budgeted for by the National Assembly, by the Borno State Assembly? If it is not budgeted for, then it is an unlawful spending for which even the governor can be sanctioned, even impeached. But if it is budgeted for, like I said, there is nothing after the end of the war. You still have to do the construction, you still have to do the application, and then be able to take children, people out of trauma who have been traumatized. But like I want to emphasize another, are you really approaching this this Boko Haram insurgency and the application of these children the right perspective? The answer is no. One, when people have committed the kind of egregious crimes, murder, manslaughter, genocide, and all manners of criminality and other, if there is no commensurate sanction or punishment for it, they will think it is the right way to go, the right thing to do, and all that. They will not feel any sense of remorse. So to that extent, and all that, we want to question the legality of this so-called rehabilitation program that is taking place in Borno State. And when you look at the southeast, where the IPOB people are also raising some war of freedom or from the application struggle against the Nigerian state, are we treating them the same way and the same manner in which you are treating the Boko Haram, you are treating the Boko Haram members in Borno State and the other parts of the north? The answer is no. If it is no, then what we are really saying is that what is good for the goose is not necessarily good for the gander. And to that extent and all that, there are all sorts of challenges with this the application. But even more importantly, all over the world, it has been shown that bad people, criminals, people in prison for one egregious crime or the other, they make good soldiers. They never make good soldiers. In fact, you're watching the situation at the time you say you are integrating and you are creating those people, especially into the Nigerian security police and all that. And then you begin to give them AK-47, give them military training and all that, and equip them with the logistics and information that they can use to raise more war and all that. Then you are undermining whatever peace effort, whatever struggles you are making to really win the war. And numerous examples are found all over the world. In Afghanistan, we saw it. The Taliban would even allow some of their members to be captured. The Taliban will send some of their men into IDP camps and war abuse. And then from those IDP camps and all that, they arm them with sophisticated equipment with it, they transmitting information and data to their field commanders in the peace and war abuse. And then with those information and all that, they're able to not give more deadly attacks on the government of those countries. That may be the challenge we are also facing in that area today. With the complaint that we are getting from the Nigerian army, that these so-called Boko Haram fighters that have been rehabilitated are working as a spy in the different places for which they are computer and other, and undermining the efforts of the Nigerian military and war. If you are going to do an MSO with regard to the application, the most fundamental thing that you have to do first and foremost is to make modern Nigeria withdraw and from this Islamic fundamentalist direction in which they are moving. That is to say, in northern Nigeria, the so-called people and this Sharia law must be made to return to the secularity of the Nigerian state. If they now agree to uphold the secularity of the Nigerian state and know that to be practicing Sharia and penal code in one part of the country and then the criminal code in another part of the country, it is never going to work. Nigeria is about the only country to work. You need two systems of law now operate, Sharia and the penal code, and then you have the criminal code in southern Nigeria. It doesn't work well, it has never worked well. in any part of it. So if the northern Nigeria decide to renounce or do away with the Sharia programs and what the next thing will be to embark on massive education, especially of children, secular education, not Christian education, not Islamic fundamentalist education and what have you. So if they decide to go to school, the possibility that some of them may have a reorientation is very high in there. And then the elementary factor is also there. And then you also have a lot of people who are procreating, who are making children, who are creating babies and all that they don't have the wherewithal to really take care of. As soon as those children are born and then they can walk, they take them to some cleric or to some mala who will pretend to be teaching them Quran. And those malas, those people who cannot fend for themselves, can also not fend for these children. So only the money they throw them outside in there to go and pay for whatever they eat and for whatever their teacher or the mala will also eat. It is a harem of a life. So those children, the kind of mentality that they cultivate, the kind of a growth that they coming up with is never likely to be able to make them good members of any society, whether in the north, in the south, or in the east. And we should borrow an example from Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is now opening up. You will not believe it that they now even allow fashion shows to take place in Saudi Arabia. Of course, if the amount of money that they are spending on football, if the amount of money they are spending on boxing and what have you, if those people are opening up,
their image.
Exactly. So why in Nigeria, why with certain people in Nigeria, they wanted to take up back to the same age in which they continue to amputate people's hands and amputate people's legs, in which skit makers
and burning people for blasphemy.
Exactly. Somebody made a skit not too long ago, a Lilliputian or a dwarf, and then one other person did the posting of skit marriage that they conducted. And then somebody has sought to court and the court, the Sharia court has given an order that those people should marry between certain periods of time, in line with the Sharia and then the Islamic principles and all that. Not minding that those people may not even be Muslims, they may even be enemies and what have you. And we have forgotten and we are repudiating the agreement that this country reached before independence. The agreement was that the criminal aspect of Sharia law will never operate in any part of Nigeria. That it will never operate. Now what we're going to do, that was why we have adopted the penal code, which is a modification of the Sharia law. And then they allow them to practice it in the north. And then the south is practicing the criminal code and what. So I'm even saying these systems of law have to be appropriated. Nigerians were just one uniform system of law that is going to govern everybody in the country. If we have agreed in the constitution that look, religion is going to be the private affairs of individuals. So there is no reason whatsoever that we should now allow this to be the bedrock of our law in any part of the country. Even as much as being on the governor of Borno, as much as I admire him, as much as I agree that he is trying to do an honest job, and I see the man of integrity and all that, it will appear to me that the honest job is in the wrong way. You cannot rehabilitate these people the way they are being rehabilitated, and then you will expect to get good results in that program. It may just be money down the drain, and then wasting the life of the average Nigerian soldier, average Nigerian policemen who are risking their lives on a daily basis to make sure that the Borno state and some other parts of northern Nigeria experience a high sense of insecurity and that people's lives and property are secured.
And the thing about this Boko Haram that we've heard quite a number of reports that most of these people are not even Nigerian. That's even the worst part of it. We hear lots of them are from Niger, some are from Chad, and of course there have been several conspiracy theory that have not been verified that these people came into Nigeria in the first place as political thugs to help destabilize a government that I think wasn't in tandem with what they want in the north. I mean, that's one of the several conspiracy theories we've heard. And then after they're done with them, they were left in Nigeria and with nothing to do. And another part of the rumor said they weren't properly compensated, and then they started running rampage. But the crux, the foundation of this story is the fact that most of these people are not even Nigerians. They are Nigerians or Chadians, according to what we've heard. I mean, we've heard one or two lawmakers in the House said the same thing, which makes it even worse.
You may be right. You may be right. I have also had a lot of these conspiracy theories in the last 15 years that this Boko Haram thing has started. I have read, I have seen, and what have you. There is a theory that it was one of the former presidents who imported them to destabilize the government that he thinks is not in tandem with the aspirations of another Nigeria. We have also seen governors say that they pay these people to do one thing or the other. But the that is not even the cause of the matter, as I am concerned. You know, the boundaries between Nigeria and some of the countries that we have mentioned, the artificial boundaries created by the colonial masters. You see, some of these people that are here are foreigners, are cousins of people in Borno, cousins of people in Bauchi, cousins of people in Yobe and Nora. As we have them in Nigeria, they also have their relations and again, Jazz and what. So, we inherited that artificial boundary and well. And the more that we are entertaining is really very difficult, if not impossible, to really keep people within those artificial boundaries that we have created. Look at what is happening between United States of America now and Mexico, and some of these other 20 states and now United States and Canada and what have you. People sometimes will walk through the footpath and go to the US or come from the US and go into Canada to go and buy things in a shop and what have you, where they think that some of those things may be cheaper. So those are some of the challenges. There's also the trading activity. You can't stop people from engaging in trading activities between these artificial boundaries that have been created by colonial masters. Yeah, now some of the rams that to consume India, or some of the meat that to consume India, some of the tubers that to consume India and others, actually come from some of those places that we have mentioned. But with that as it may, the thing to insist on is that if anybody is going to be cross-carpeting the different boundaries to do trade or to visit relations and others, they must live within the rules of a country. For example, you cannot go to the US now and say, look, you are going to be behaving like you will behave if you are in Nigeria and all that. If you do that, the long arm of the law will catch up with you, and then you are going to be severely punished. These people are arrested and their identity is not coming back from Nigeria. Not such from deporting them from the countries that we think or from which they say they have really come from. Look at what the US is doing now. If you commit a crime and then they kill you, as soon as you serve your prison time, they deport you back to your country of origin or from where you entered their country. So it would have been better. Instead of wasting our scarce resources, all people are actually not Nigerians, who are no longer Nigerians and war as well. You can't begin to deport them back to their different countries and then sign agreements with respective countries to those people and all that. That they will engage in the rehabilitation of their people as soon as we bring them back to their respective countries. So it's a very, very difficult problem. But like I said, the route to solving this problem in our humble opinion is that we must be ready to do away with fundamentalist religious practices. We must reinforce the secularity of the Nigerian nation. If those children have been brought up in a secular environment and war are they, and nobody is aiding and indulging the activities, nobody is harming them with a view to making use of them to achieve a political result and war are they. The government will not have some of these challenges in our hands. But we never leaders should be held accountable for some of these things that are happening. You want to remember what Awolowo said when he was contesting in all these different elections and all that. And then he said, look, if he ever win and become the Nigerian president, he's going to embark in massive education in the northern part of the country, even more than he has ever done in southern Nigeria, because he knows that except the people who get the right education, they will not allow peace to reign in southern Nigeria. That was his thought. So that's what the 8 months so many years ago, that is now haunting us in the 21st century. Northern Nigeria must be ready to educate their children. Northern Nigeria must be ready to obey the law. We say that in Nigeria today, with the military and the military decree, which is still law in Nigeria, that nobody should have more than 4 children. No couple should have more than 4 children as a Nigerian and what have you. But people are still procreating those places. And just last week, Chief Bishop Obasanjo was saying that if we don't control our population, the Boko Haram challenge that we are having today is going to be a military play, which the challenges that Nigeria population explosion is going to bring in the nearest future, maybe 25 or 50 years. Nigeria is likely to be bigger than places like the US and Canada. Whereas the productive base, the manufacturing base, ability to create employment for these different children, or for these children, for these babies that we are making, you are there. So we are sitting on the case of gunpowder. If the situation is not vertically addressed, unfortunately, most other Nigerian leaders are too afraid of speaking the truth to their counterparts in the north for so many reasons. Yes, they want to win elections. They want to be in the good books of the people in those places and all that. And they believe is that if they are not in their good books, they might not be able to realize their life ambitions of either becoming governor, of either becoming president, or either becoming senators and senate presidents, House of Reps speakers, and what have you. So, if they take trust, you need a very courageous leader to be able to hit the nail on the head and address this problem in the frontal manner in which it should be addressed so that we can have peace in this country.
And what is most disturbing is lots of these frontline Nigerian soldiers that have spoken to journalists privately of their fears and their suspicion, especially when they see that whatever plans they've made against these insurgents was always thwarted correctly, which suggests a leak and sabotage. Now, if these soldiers can be talking to reporters in secret, then it is almost impossible to think that these military personnel are the high tier at the top don't know this, and one begin to wonder: is there no communication between these security leaders and these various governors for them to let them know that this reintegration is a huge risk? Don't you think there should be like a communication between them?
Take us back to what I just said. The calling to do the right thing. Look at General Irabo, who just retired and now wrote a book. Some of the issues that we are discussing today is in that man's the various challenges that they face in trying to tackle this insurgency all over the country. We talked about so many things when they are underfunding of the military, lack of equipment, and then one general too, who is even a professor in one of the private universities in Southern Nigeria today, who said he was in military intelligence and all that. Talk about how.
And one begin to wonder, what did they do when they were there? And all of a sudden they come out and start writing books on something we already knew.
You know, most of those generals, you see, they are in the fix. In the fix, in the sense that most of the soldiers that are even now talking in private, if they are in the fix, if they say openly because they are accused of mutiny, and if they are accused of mutiny and all that, that could be death penalty for some of them. Secondly, the law in the military is that you must obey the civil authority. When the commander in chief gives an order, whether the order is right or wrong, you must obey that. You cannot go against it and order. It is for that reason that we find that most of these military officers, even when they communicate some of these things, because one of them say, look, they wrote series of reports about those who are even financing this Boko Haram insurgency, and that they mention names and what are they. And I wonder when they arrest these people and then they say, look, this person has made this confession and what are they. Others will just come from above, and that they should release those things. And if you remember one time, this is fast to say because when we say it on there, it will be like the opening room. You remember one Kabiru Sokoto or something, or one Kabiru or something? Yeah. He was alleged to have bombed, to have planted bomb somewhere in Africa and what have you. You remember that when he was going to be arrested, he was actually arrested inside the Borno State Governor's Lodge in Abuja and what have you. Inside the Borno State Governor's Lodge, you and I, as big as we say we are today, as educators as we say we are, can we go to any of our governors or the governors of our state? There are different lodges in Abuja, and then we are not to enter or accommodated in there. The answer is no. So if somebody somewhere is not giving logistic support to some of these Boko Haram fighters and what have you, they will not be able to do what they are doing for this long, because a guerrilla army, such as the Boko Haram army that we have in our hands today, can only thrive where the environment is hospitable, where the environment accommodates them, or where they are able to dominate the environment, such as we have in Borno, because they are dominating the environment in Borno, and also maybe in some of these other states and what have you. So that is why they've been trying for almost 32 years since this insurgency began. But if the environment is so tight, if the civil population is not accommodated, if nobody is funding them and another, they will be like fish out of water. And you and I do know that a fish out of water, there's no way such a fish can never live. They will not live. They will one way or another, very smart and later, will pick out and then die. It's unfortunate that even the leaders in the north don't see the danger that this Boko Haram insurgency also poses to themselves. You know when I didn't go as a Army general, retired Army generals in the between 1960 and 1975 and another have been killed in Borno State. Respected Army generals, emirs have been killed. You know, simply because somebody want to be fighting God's war for him, when God has never asked any of us. God is strong enough to fight for himself. God is strong enough to achieve whatever result he wants to achieve. God is strong enough to direct us in whatever direction he wants us to go. Without us trying to fight God's war for him. So and why do people engage in this kind of thing? Wrong education, lack of civilization. For the average Boko Haram insurgent, his life is not worth, he doesn't consider his life worth too much. He is intoxicated, he is brainwashed. That if he dies in the battlefield and murder, so many virgins will be waiting for him in heaven. So if a man's life is not worth more than the virginity of a lady, you begin to wonder what kind of warped thinking is that kind of a thought. But more importantly, my summary is this: the present government should have the courage to stand up to whoever may be behind this before it consumes all of us. Some 50 years ago, when this thing started, I said, look, if either you solve this problem quickly and swiftly, if you allow it to linger for too long, and then this insurgents, the program insurgencies begin to map out the terrain and dominate the terrain and all that, you may not be able to defeat them for a very, very long time to come. And like I said, Afghanistan is a very good example. Pakistan is a very good example. Indonesia is a very good example. We have our hard Islamic fundamentalists who create guerrilla warfare at the end of the day, defeated mighty armies like the former Soviet Union, like the Russia, like the US, like the France.
And that's why we hear situation of communities in lots of the states trying to make peace deals with this bandit, that
Exactly.
out of desperation to
Exactly.
this killing at all costs. And still, like one of the stories we have here is two community leaders killed in Katsina while several were abducted despite this peace deal. And these just happened in the last 2-3 days.
You see, the peace deal is an appeasement that doesn't work. You are merely buying time and then sleeping with putting a cobra under your pillow when you want to sleep and all that.
And
they will come and make peace deals with you. But behind their minds are not that they know where they are going.
And it's also the reason why the president of U.S., Donald Trump, thinks he has the power, to make such kind of pronouncements he made, designating Nigeria as a country of particular concern. The U.S. has contributed millions and millions, billions rather, of dollars to help fight this insurgency, and nothing has been happened. And meanwhile, the Islamic State of West African Province, ISWAP, has released a propaganda statement reacting to the comments of the U.S. president, urging its members, its fighters, to be careful, advising them to avoid a public gathering, limit movement, and cut down smartphone use due to what they called expected escalation in U.S. drone and surveillance operation. And obviously these terrorists, these bandits, these insurgents definitely won't be sleeping. They will be planning their own, contingency to whatever attack either the U.S. government or the Nigerian government is planning, which is definitely not good news.
In fairness to the U.S. government and all that, I want to say I think they have in the past tried a lot to help us solve this insurgency problem. You remember when the Chibok girls were kidnapped and all that, the government leaders they assembled top army generals and war happened in the U.S. With the view to try to help us to rescue those children. But the information we later gathered was that what the U.S. was planning was leaked to the Islamic fundamentalists, to the Boko Haram people and all that. And when it was leaked, exactly, they had to withdraw from that program. Also remember that Donald Trump, I think during his first agreed to sell a very advanced bomber jet to President Muhammad Buhari with a view to helping us to fight the insurgencies and other. If they never reach somewhere, if they didn't want us to win this insurgency and other, I am sure they will never have taken such step. The truth of the matter is that the whole world is becoming more and more frustrated with us, because of the consequences that this insurgency may have all over the world. Nigeria for 200 million people, if everything scatter like a fella will say now, the whole of the West African region, East Africa and other, is going to be overrun. And there will be crises in all the places in different parts of Africa. We only have challenges in Libya. See the multiplier effect in Nigeria, in West Africa, and what have you. If Libya remains stable and all that, some of these insurgency, even they having a sanctuary, even they having access to arms, weapons and war, like they now have and war. That is the reason we now find out that the US and then the Western world are becoming more and more apprehensive as regards what is happening in Nigeria. And they now want to begin to make a direct intervention in the interest of not just the average Nigerian Christian, but the other liberal Nigerians who don't want any religion or theocracy imposed on them. And they also know that when Nigeria is in crisis and all that, it's one way or the other affect them. So they had better do something about it before it is too late. And then too, furthermore, what have you, over the years, 15 years is enough to measure our capacity to deal with this insurgency. To also measure our capacity as regards our ability to bring to justice whoever may be involved in this insurgency, whoever may be financing it, whoever may be aiding and abetting it. But in all these indices that I have mentioned, we have no failed woefully. We have never shown the capacity to deal with this insurgency. We have also not shown the capacity to really allow the long arms of the law to catch up with those who are financing and aiding and abetting, sabotaging the Nigerian security. So if that is the case, why are we now going to be complaining or frowning at people who know that one day or the other they are also going to be affected? So look, if you can't solve this problem, then we'll come in there and help you to solve the problems as it were. Yes, some people have said they are interested in our mineral resources and what have it. Some people have also made mention of some other things and what have it. But the truth of the matter is that if we are shown enough capacity to deal with this problem and all that, there will be no need for any foreign country to come and intervene in our affairs. And we must also link this up with what is happening in the southeast and all that. Our houses are burning in the southeast and also burning the northern fringes of Nigeria. No responsible leader, all responsible leaders all over the world. They will not fold their hands. They haven't folded their hands with regard to what is happening in Sudan. They have not folded their hands with regard to what is happening in Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo. They have not folded their hands or turned a blind eye to what is happening in Ukraine and what have you. Because we as human beings are living in a community of human beings. Whatever affects a human being in Nigeria has a corollary impact or direct effect on people living in the other region. The whole world has become a global village. And when we begin to look at it that way, then we will be making a wrong mistake. In fact, let me say this. What Donald Trump said is just the tip of the iceberg. I have said this before, and I will continue to say it. And people have even been mocking me that if care is not taken, Black Africa and then some part of the Middle East is going to be recolonized. We are going to be recolonized if care is not taken. Because if you are unable to solve your problems, and you are creating problems for other people, they will never come here and then impose themselves on you and then begin to manage your affairs for you. Because you are afraid to be able to manage it. Our children, bright young people, are going to their countries and messing up the whole environment over there. Europe is full of Black Africans and then people from the Middle East. Islamic fundamentalists are also infiltrating those places and causing chaos in the society. No responsible leader will fold their hands and all that and allow that to continue. And that is the reason we find that Donald Trump is bombing people and shipping drugs into their country. If you want to start killing our children with cocaine and other dangerous drugs and all that, then you have better come to your country to handle these things, these problems or challenges right from the start.
Okay, Barrister Kolawole, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for joining me on the show today.
Thanks for having me, my brother. We need a lot of prayer for Nigeria. Our leaders are not showing courage at all with regard to tackling the myriad of problems that we have.
Okay, sir. That was Tunde Kolawole, a legal practitioner, talking to us right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and the program is Matters. The phone lines are open now, 0700 903 903 903. Again, 0700 903 903 903 or 003 692. Beg your pardon. Again, 003 692 9933. Again, 0803 692 9933. Our WhatsApp line is also an option. You can call or text us via WhatsApp, and WhatsApp number is 081 717 56338. Again, 081 717 56338. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Solomon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. Tell us where you're calling from, please.
My name is Obina, calling from Ezebo.
Okay, Obina, go ahead, sir.
In your bulletin this afternoon, you said that Andy Uba, the IGP, have dropped his charge against him of 400 million naira fraud or something like that.
Yeah,
Because
that was on the news, not on this show.
okay, I know, because he's an APC. Is it the law that if anybody that is a thief return the money he steal, the charge will be dropped because he's an APC? So what is on the news? Repentant Boko Haram or spend about 6 billion naira for rehabilitation. That is what you said this afternoon.
Yes.
6 billion naira for repented Boko Haram. How do they know that he has repented? Are there any tests they have to conduct in their brain to know that yes, this Boko Haram have repented? If there is, why can't they conduct that the same test on Nnamdi Kanu? Although he's not a Boko Haram, he's not a terrorist. Now, all these things happen. The world is looking at us. The greatest mistake in my life is to be in Nigeria. That's the worst thing that happened to me. Now, it shows you that this country belongs to insurgency, to Boko Haram, to terrorists, because the leaders they are complete with all these things. Because I don't know the reason why the soldiers they kill, their wife they have killed. How much do they spend on them? The house they burnt, the owner of those houses then they scattered. How much do they spend on them? This country is a very, as Trump said, it's a disgraced country. I'm very, 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 very annoyed against this country. There is no human being, a normal human, right-thinking human being that what the leaders is doing in this country, he will get annoyed over it.
Thank you.
Why are we like this?
Thank you.
Are we a country of insurgency? Are we a country of terrorists and the bandits? 6 billion naira spent on them.
Thank you. 0700903903 and 003-692-9933. Hello.
Hello, my brother.
Can you move away from the radio TV set, please? Or switch
Good
it off?
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to VOP. Tell us where you're calling from, please.
Welcome. This is Awele from Uganda.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
You know, in Nigeria here, a lot of things happen. Now, Inside confessed, the talk of Amir Sharif, the vice president, and other people, including the late Buhari, how they brought the bandits here and was giving them 2,000 naira until they up to 600, until they now overpower them, they now allow them to stay, to topple the government of Jonathan. Everybody is aware of this. Now they have become the baby of the government. Now the people are now caring for them, giving them health care, giving them rehabilitation, giving them opportunity for scholarship, and 6 billion with UPC billion is spent on them. As far as the food was said that federal government contracted him to keep people in the southeast. That was why our main government on March. Now, as far as the football and his concession should be shown to America so that he come and also explain his mode of operandi in killing people in the southeast. Now, you look at this whole scenario now. The only thing that Nigeria should not be talking, but we should allow America to come. Because Nigeria cannot do it, because there are a lot of bias. People that are being responsible for our government. Foreign names have been given, nothing was done, the willpower is not there. So if Nigeria cannot do it alone, let them allow people that can help us to help us.
Okay, thank you.
Because this is a mess.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother.
WhatsApp line is 08171756338. Again, that's a WhatsApp line. Phone call or messages rather 08171756338. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. Tell us where you're calling from, please.
Yes. My name is Asubi Kepislova, calling from Lekki.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was very, very happy to hear from you, GOP. Then, this issue of this incident in Boko Haram that happened. Nigeria is too large to hear all this problem. I think Nigeria is the power of for Africa. Then this thing that happens is I'm not happy at all. Please, if Nigeria do not know what to do, let them allow the experts to handle this issue. Do you know the meaning of this APC? Am I speaking with somebody?
We can hear you. Go ahead.
This is. I asked my son. He said, "It's another problem is coming." APC, another problem is coming. So it can be happen. This is Nigeria.
Okay.
We have to become, please.
Thank you.
I want let this America come and handle this issue.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And God, my first time caller.
Oh, welcome to the VOP family. Thank you very much for calling. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to VOP. Tell us in the way you're calling from, please.
Good afternoon, Solomon.
Yes, sir.
Wisdom man.
Yes, sir.
Happy Friday.
Same to you. Same to you. Talk to us.
Mazis me calling from Ojababa.
Okay, Mazis Sonny, go ahead.
You see, you see the letter.
First of all, switch off your radio and TV set. It's echoing back to us here.
Okay, I'm shifting here, sir.
Okay.
You see the letter. If you watch this our government here, you see that is this our government where we do Nigeria now. They able to terrorize the country. See the lieutenant governors, all of them negotiating the Boko Haram insurgency. You see them with the people eating. Okay, and the federal government, which is the leader, the government of Tinubu, you really ask that is the governors of that lieutenant. What is happening? So the government is the pampering these people. For me, I say that is leave the America. I know that it's not easy for Nigeria. The innocent people can die. The terrorists can die. But leave them handle it for future of our children. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's read some messages. Good day, VOP. Canada troops are in Nigeria. Thank God we are jubilating here. Where did you get that information from? We've not heard anything about that. Hello.
Hello, Kamijude.
This is Solomon.
Okay, Solomon. Sorry, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Welcome to VOP.
My name is
Okay.
Chiboza, calling from Jego.
Okay, Chiboza, go ahead.
Sorry, sir. You read news that they spend 6 billion for Boko Haram. How much they spend for Lakorua? How much they spend for bandits? How much they spend for fuel investment? That is the one you just know. Only for Boko Haram they spend 6 billion. So we now they spend more money for Lakorua, bandits, Boko Haram, more and more others. Look at the amount we government read out the amount they spend for terrorists. Ha! It's shameful for this country. A whole country. Ha! I don't know anything to say. I made a no call. Arrest me, I beg you.
Thank you.
Arrest my case.
Thank you.
Ha!
Hello.
Hello, the wise man Solomon.
Yes, sir. Welcome to VOP. Tell us in the way you're calling from, please.
Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Macaulay from Mapoluku.
Okay, Mr. Macaulay, talk to us, sir.
My friend Solomon, not the state of Nigeria. Always bandits, Boko Haram, have been pampered, have been sponsored, have been given medical care. Can you imagine? All from a section of the country. Then what are being done for the good sake of the partner here? That is because it accounts what has a president. He will not intervene on all those evil things that are doing in the north. That's the other state. The NAS
controlling and destroying his image as president. If our tomorrow will act today, this president, what he did today, that was a posterity in children with all the things they're doing. It's not making any move to credit. Now, the Americans want to come and salvage the situation. They are playing politics today. You can see for some days now, 2027 has subsided. The echo and the noise has reduced just because a cost of a reasonable president of the world. They should learn from that man and do the right things. And all this cry, we are crying. It's not for one person, but for the good of all Nigerians.
Okay.
They have to they enough tomorrow. I rest my case.
Thank you. Okay, let's read some more messages. Good afternoon, Mr. Solomon. The whole idea of repentant terrorists is considered not only unreasonable but fraud and wicked. Who can give empirical facts over repentance of terrorists? This is why I feel that USA should work unilaterally on this matter if an end can be achieved in insecurity saga. Chima from Surulere. Thank you very much, Chima. Good afternoon, VOP Kena from Ikorodu. We can see what is happening in Nigeria. How can this kind of money be spent on terrorists who killed and destroyed village families and sent these indigenous people to IDP till date? But government is rehabilitating killer headsmen and terrorists, paying them for the evil done to Nigeria. It is clear that we are a group of jokers. This is why it will not stop, because the government is part of what is happening, because they are making profit from insecurity. My question is, people are agitating for freedom at the southeast and they are being killed by the government, but the terrorists killing people, killing the army police officers, but the government is negotiating with them, and we are talking about peace. Please, can we have peace without justice? Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, the wise man.
Good afternoon. Welcome to VOP. Tell us in where you're calling from.
Yeah, Chooks calling from Maja.
Okay,
yeah.
Chooks, go ahead.
Yeah, I listened with all listening between my mentor, that's Barrister Agumo, and Sure. And I discovered that they are on two different devices, and but actually the conclusion is almost the same. And not only Agumo, even with Barrister, the other barrister that I used to call. But then what we are saying now is that concerning the issue that is on ground, that is trading now, U.S. issue, what the barrister is saying and what Shure is saying, they are almost the same. What barrister is saying is that the issue cannot be done without the nation collaboration. But Shure said, judging from the past antecedents in Afghanistan and Uganda, we have not been able to achieve what's supposed to be achieved. So he is now putting the challenge to the doorstep of the government. So now I just want you as VOP and to do the correlation between the two narratives, please.
Okay.
We need it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, well done. The great job at Dewale from Oshodi. This admission didn't know what they are dragging with corruption, brutality, and injustice since late Buhari admission. All world are now focused on Nigerians. Part of the terrorist killing this admission didn't. Okay, ashamed of themselves, but imagine how they are frustrating citizens and putting opposition to their pocket. Electoral reform is the solution before 2027. Thank you, Adewale from Ushudi. Good afternoon, Solomon of The total amount spent on Boko Haram this year alone is quite substantial. According to a report, the Borno state government spent 2.6 billion naira on repentant Boko Haram members between January and September 2025. Additionally, 3.45 billion naira was spent out of budgeted 3.46 billion naira in 2024, and a further 7.4 billion naira was earmarked for 2025. All total, Nigerians' defense has spent close to 12.6 trillion naira since 2009, with a significant portion allocated to counter Boko Haram effort. Why won't we be at a loss? May God help us in this country. Mr. Gumbi from Idumo. Thank you very much. King Solomon of good afternoon, and I always appreciate your time on air. To start with, on all fronts, Nigerians are desperately not happy. How many callers by your own count so far have discounted Trump's statement on Nigeria? Do you realize how weighty it is for a president of another nation to call Nigeria that's your disgraced country? How could West Africa and other African country regard Nigeria moving forward? Yet, all what APC-led federal government is after is politics of 2027. In this 2025, now we hit it on the government to do all the right things now, beginning with addressing the issue of 400 names of terrorist sponsors in the country given by the Saudi authority. If Saudi Arabia could deport Sheikh Gumi from performing Hajj for obvious reasons, yet the same man is a die-hard killer negotiator in the country, and the leadership here still tolerate him. Can't President Tinubu shelve his self-interest of 2027 and frontally deal with the terrorists? Is there anything wrong with Tinubu sacrificing and becoming a one-time president than leading the country to act a disgraced country? Thank you. I am Amutegwe Chukudi from Ojo. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Solomon. The fear of Trump is the beginning of wisdom for this APC government. They are scared. You know what they should be with the killings of people in Benue, Plateau, Taraba, even Kwara, Ondo, etc. It's clear like daylight that we have genocidal attack against Christians in Nigeria with what happened Deborah, Leah, Shuaibu, and also 200 killed in Benue. Is it not glaring? Even Nigeria is now a gangster paradise. In a video, worshippers worship in a burnt church, no roof in the north. What a price we have to pay. Lekon from Lagos. Thank you very much, Lekon. What a waste of money and a complete disgrace from the Borno state government. What have they done to the victims of these Boko Haram? The former chief of defense staff, Chris Musa, said they never repented and that they serve as informants to their commanders. No wonder Trump called Nigeria a disgraced country. The way we are doing about this issue of insecurity. John from Ijaniki. Thank you very much. Hello.
Solomon, solid man. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Tell us
Akudeba is my name. I'm calling from Apapa.
Okay, Akudeba, go ahead.
Solomon, the whole thing is very pathetic. Do you know that the resident doctors are on strike? How much are they demanding? But the government is spending 6 billion on Boko Haram. But the people who are saving life of Nigerians cannot be paid. Solomon, can you just oppose the two? What is our priority? Do we have leaders, or do we have rulers, or do we have... I don't even know what to say. The resident doctors all over Nigeria, 37 states in Nigeria right now are on strike. But the government find it very worthy to spend billions on Boko Haram. Nigerians right now go to the hospital, cannot be treated. But the Boko Haram can be taken well care of. Whoever that is against Trump intervention, I think is an enemy of the people. Seriously speaking, I have never seen a country like this. I have never in my life seen a country who put a priority on the Boko Haram and bandit instead of their citizens. It's unfortunate. Thank you.
Thank you. Dear Uncle Donald Trump, please come and rescue a drowning nation besieged by kidnappers, terrorist bandits. Also help us fish out those who collaborate with them. They are already jittery. Alexander, thank you very much, Alexander. Nigerians are now enjoying Muslim ticket from Mary. Thank you, Mary. Good afternoon, VOP. 6 billion spent on rehabilitation of repentant Boko Haram. The government should tell us the amount spent on the people displaced in their ancestral homes and the amount spent on the welfare of the spouses of the military personnel killed by these wicked people. It is a cost. Is it a cost to be Nigerian? Stephen Akimbisola Ijegun Lagos. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Mr. Solomon. Thank God it's Friday. The news about Borno State spending 6 billion on repentant Boko Haram is a ridiculous spending on someone that killed his fellow human being. You later absorbed them into Nigerian military, which gave them the opportunity to expose the secrets of Nigerian army to their leaders in the camp. The judgment should be once anyone is being caught should be killed to serve as lesson to others. May God bless country. Mr. Olawale from Ejigun Agbede, Ogun State. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Solo Desmond.
Yes, sir. Welcome to VOP. Tell us the name where you're calling from, please.
Yeah, Emmanuel Roberts is my name.
Okay, sir. Go ahead.
I heard VOP, the only outstanding radio station and the incorrectable station. May God continue to guide them in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, you see, in this Nigerian state where we are, where truth is bitter and evil is more valued. Imagine the kind of amount of money that a whole nation is spending in the life of people that is not contributing anything to the nation. Look at, like the last caller said, the health sector. They are on strike now. Our academic sector, problems everywhere. This government, they are not ready to solve any problem. Nothing that they can boast on that they produce Nigerian made. You see, the only thing that they cherish is wasting blood and the accommodating and the rehabilitating people that is not worthy to live even. It's only God that is fighting for us now. Nobody should stop the intervention of a United Nations coming to Nigeria because God wants to finish his work here in Nigeria. They never start running. They will find where they will run to. But they will not see a place that will accommodate them, that they will hide. God have already started and he must accomplish his work here in Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Solomon or Souls. Solomon Asika from Mushi. Nigeria has a solution to all its problems, but just decided to live in state of oblivion. Assuming the Abure Code was implemented, there would have not been Biafra and Nigeria war, and all the lives that was lost just wasted. And now there's no war, but lives are being lost every day. In the east, they are assassinating, going on rampage, killing people, masquerading and disguising themselves as unknown gunmen. In the north, is known as banditry, Boko Haram and ISWAP, and these are individuals behind the scenes orchestrating these things, creating fear everywhere, but nothing lasts forever. And Solomon, assuming you are drowning because you are holding on to someone, won't you let go of your hand? Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to VOP. Tell us where you're calling from. Hello, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Let's call us back. Hello.
Hello.
Can you move away from the radio TV set, please, or switch it
All
on
right.
to...
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
This is Meshach from Ejigo.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to us.
Mr. Solomon.
I'm still hearing call back from you. Please switch the device off totally.
Okay, I'm moving. You see what happened? There's something I've been longing to get your personal number because there are some things I want to discuss with you about this Boko Haram.
Okay.
Reason why they are killing Muslims. I mean their own religious distance that they are killing them. Because they are already on mission. They are on mission, and this thing they are doing it in order of Allah through their role model, which is Prophet Muhammad. Are you getting me now?
Okay.
So this what they are doing now. Yes, please, I don't know if I can get your number.
Okay, let me just give you my IG account so you can just message me there. SoloFem1.
Your what?
IG SoloFem1 and send me a message there. SoloFem1 figure 1 SOLOFEM then 1 SoloFem1. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right.
Mr. Solomon, what the enemy of Nigeria is saying against America coming to help us is medicine after death. Let's face the reality. Paul from Igondo. Thank you very much, Paul. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Tell us where you're calling from, please.
Okay. I am Michael from Ibadan.
Okay, Michael, go ahead. Talk to us, sir.
Okay. I want to respond to the news you read earlier before now as the ISWAP
Okay.
and which other terrorists were already saying that they will want to create this kind of tension in order for the US to be distracted or to be put on tension.
To stretch the military forces of the US.
Okay, thank you. And that's actually give me a reflection to believe that the issue of Boko Haram, herdsmen, and which other group that has been terrorizing Nigeria is a plan work, a total plan work. Like many callers who will say and target farmer header crisis, I had from onset believe that it's much more than that, because the killing involved makes it a no clash as to the way Christians have been killed. It is not a common clash that we actually make a person to believe that it's a mere clash. It is more than that.
Okay.
I call it a religious attack. Let me use that word. It is a religious attack because the ISWAP and other groups are already confirming their mission in Nigeria, and that is the way I look at it.
Okay.
So government cannot do anything, because as much as my analysis is concerned, I believe government is an accomplice to it, because I wouldn't see any country in the world that our citizens are being killed by this, and they keep on watching. This killing continue escalating every now and then,
Okay.
and there is no decisive action. So to me, it's something that has been planned originally.
Okay.
Even if some people may not have a common idea about it, it's a plan work. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Solomon. Me, I want Trump to come because the government has not been able to solve the problem ever since Beatrice from Itire. Thank you very much, Beatrice. Greetings. Had it been government listening to the citizens concerning the claims, we wouldn't have gotten here. All these years, the government was playing politics with the citizens' lives, no value for human lives in Nigeria. And what annoyed me the most is each time this killer strike, it's always arguments with numbers of the dead bodies. Amma from Ogun State. Good day, wise Solomon. FG spent 6 billion naira in Boko Haram is non-issue. We concerned and lovers of Nigeria should be making Southwest politicians the outcome of their political marriage with Fulanis for over 55 years. I don't blame the Boko Haram, but I blame those political merchants from Southwest that has been playing into the hands of Fulanis. UK Martins, thank you very much. Good day, souls. Before now, cows are the main citizens of our country. Now, terrorists are the main citizens. May Almighty America come to our rescue. She caught from Iture. Good day, Solomon. Nigeria, what a price we have paid. This government has destroyed your history, destroyed our culture, divided the people on ethnic, tribal, and religious group, made us a world's laughing stock in the Committee of Nations, cut off you journalist tongue that you can't say the truth only because of your job. Hypocrisy and eye service in the order of the day. 400 names of people sponsoring insecurity. What did your president do about it? Lekon from Lagos. Thank you very much, Lekon. My name is Doze from Alabu Suru. Good afternoon, Mr. Solo. I don't really understand this country called Nigeria. How can our government spend such huge amount of money on bandits, Boko Haram and terrorists while poor people are suffering? It is very bad. Indeed it is. Good afternoon, Solomon. Steve Ikelu from Maryland. It's a shame that 6 billion naira was spent on Boko Haram as revealed by Borno State government. Yet this government is defending the indefensible. May God help this nation. Steve Ikelu from Maryland. Thank you very much. Mr. Solomon, the terrorists and the sponsors can only escape if the hand of God is not there. But if the hand of God is there, no hiding place. Paul from Igondo. Thank you very much, Paul from Igondo. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Solomon.
Good afternoon. You're my last caller for today. So 1 minute. Tell us the name where you're calling from, please.
Yes, my name is Ugo Ubo. I'm calling from Ajawa State.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to us.
You see, the government spending the money on Boko Haram is a welcome development. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Really?
Those who are supporting the government should see how good the government is using our money. And those who are against the Americans coming to save this situation should as well see how beautiful the government is using our money. It's no problem. People who have not traveled out of Lagos are here making noise. Those who have not lived in the north, when those of us who have lived in the north, who have seen the troubles, who have gone through it all, and came out alive. When we say, look, what is happening in the north is not an easy thing. Some people who have not stepped out of their hometown will be there making noise. One day it will definitely get to everybody.
Okay.
It will get to them and they will understand. So it's beautiful. Let them use our money the way they want. It's their turn.
Thank you.
Thank you very much and God bless you.
Thank you. A good day, Mr. Solomon. A good job you are doing, a good work. My take is that since APC government took over leadership in this country, no good news. It's only negative, need pampering bandits, Boko Haram, etc. They have only succeeded in bringing disgrace and disrespect to Nigerians among the Committee of Nations. Let America come today or tomorrow or cause us or rescue us from total massacre by the enemies of the nation. Thanks. Valentine from Apapa. Thank you very much. It is now time for us to say bye-bye. Thank you very much for your contributions. Thank you for the text. Thank you for the WhatsApp messages. Thank you for the calls both on WhatsApp and normal cell phone calls. Thank you very much. It is always a pleasure talking to you. Next week is another time starting from Monday. The program is Matters on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Coming up every Mondays to Fridays, meaning every weekday from 1:30 to 3. And on Monday, Choma will be here to kick off the week for the show. Thank you very much once again. You can follow me on my social media handles. IG is SoloFem1. IG SoloFem1 and Twitter is SoloFem. There is no one this time. Twitter is SoloFem. And you can also Follow our social media handles at VOP903FM and subscribe to our YouTube channel at VOP903FM. Thank you and good afternoon.
Please note, the views and opinions expressed on this program solely those of the individual contributors and do not